trout I've ever caught in my life.
All right, so Pat says he has the biggest trout he's ever caught in his life here in Indian Creek Campground on Bunches Creek. I don't know if he's gonna land it, but we're gonna try.
Oh my gosh.
Thing is
just take your time.
It's ridiculous. Look at
Take your time. Don't hold your line. That's how you're gonna get him off. He's going upstream. Go, chase him, quick. He just went up that current. Oh my God! No! Oh my God! Do you see the size of that fish?
Oh my God, look at this fish.
It doesn't even fit in the net. Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Pat!
Oh my God, it's the biggest fish. Chris, it's the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life.
Woof! What the?
I told
Oh my
y'all.
God.
Y'all will listen to me again, won't you? You will listen to me next time.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah.
Now we've had problems getting fish in the net before, but this one may be the best right here. Look at this.
There, baby.
Look at this fish.
You know, I've been fishing for 54 years, and I believe this is the biggest rainbow trout I've ever caught on premium salmon eggs.
You know, one thing we tell people all the time is that we try never go to the same place twice. However, we come back to Cherokee almost every year, really during the off season. The reason being, Cherokee is one of the busiest places on earth when it comes to trout fishing. We don't want to come here in the middle of summer when we can't even find a place to fish on the bank. Remember, this is all public water. If you buy a trout permit, like we did, you can keep 10 fish in Cherokee if you choose to. Now today, we're on Bunches Creek and Indian Creek Campground. We've only seen 4 anglers all day. It doesn't matter if you guys are here in late February like it is right now, if you're here in the spring or the summer, this creek right here always has enough water to support trout. Now, they also stock it every single week of the year, which is why we're coming down here today. And interestingly enough, we stopped by, talked to the owner of Indian Creek Campground. He said, guys, they put some tanks in here recently. Tanks! Some of the biggest fish I've ever seen. We're gonna come out here today and see if we can get our fish on and catch some of these monsters here in Cherokee, North Carolina.
Oh, you see him jumping. What's the net? What's the net? Another nice trout. Premium eggs again here in Cherokee. Another beautiful rainbow.
Ooh, it's a nice fish.
There he is. Yeah. Way to go, Fluff. Yeah, another nice one here at Cherokee. He's not wanting to come in.
Take your time. Don't horse him.
Ready with the net, George? Yeah, another nice trout. Premium eggs, another nice rainbow here in Cherokee.
A lot of guys were wondering what kind of hooks I like to use. I like an Aberdeen size 4 night crawler panfish hook. I can fit more bait. I've got a yellow jacket and an orange deluxe on here. That's called, I call it Appalachian Sunset. Anyway, this hook right here allows for more bait to be added if you want a bigger presentation. And I really like it because I can put 2 salmon eggs just like this on here and even have enough room to fit a night crawler under it. And it's not even right how it works.
That's a good fish, Fluff. Yeehaw!
Just like that.
I just now caught this one on what I like to call Appalachian Sunset.
Oh yeah.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
Get the net, get the net.
Look guys, here's another beautiful Cherokee rainbow. Perfect size for eating. These are the size that I like to eat. And I'll take as many home as I can.
Have you seen it? Yeah, there it is. Nice fish.
Another nice fish. Another nice rainbow trout. Another nice one. Doesn't get any better than this.
Did you hook a big one?
Yes.
Really?
3 or 4 casts in there. You seen me getting frustrated, didn't you? That's a big male.
Head first, head first. Oh my gosh.
Look at that kite. Guys, look here at this monster rainbow I just caught here. Caught it on that ye old Appalachia sunset. Yellow jacket and orange deluxe in a combo. Look. You know, a lot of guys ask online what kind of rod I use. What's that yellow rod? Blah, blah. It's a 7-foot feather light eagle claw. $32 rod, but you can't beat them. The reason I like the 7-footer is because I can pocket fish. It casts well when I'm in big rivers or whatever, but it's just it's an all-around fishing pole. I can catch bass, carp, whatever I want on it. So we hear that they've been stocking some brook trout around here. So I brought my 2 favorite fire baits with me. Peach garlic and garlic salmon egg. I'm gonna mold them into a worm or a minnow or whatever you want to call it. But it's gonna look like a live bait after I'm done. You can take this and make it look live. I'm gonna show you how. Get a little pinch out of that jar and get a little pinch out of that jar. About the same amount. Now, what you wanna do is go ahead and roll them together, just like that. Now this stuff will work just fine molded onto your hook just like this. You can catch them all day long, just like that right there. But when there's finicky fish or they want some live bait, here's what I do. Look at that. What happens is this fire bait floats, and your sinkers are always going to be staying on the bottom, and this right here will float. What this is going to do is jig side to side just like this while it's in the water and look just like a minnow. And they nail it.
Oh my gosh. Fluff has got a brook on, and it's taking him all the way downstream.
Yo, George, come here.
Come on, come on. Hand me your rod. Hand me your rod. Come on, let's go. Oh, son. You got it? Go ahead, I'll follow you. Go, go.
All right, I'm watching. They're right here.
Oh my gosh. He's not hung up, is he? We're going again?
Got it.
I'm gonna go downstream. First brook of the trip. Really nice fish.
Dude, that's a monster.
Is it a nice brook? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh.
Any of you guys that ain't never caught a big brook, I always never say there ain't no big brooks where you're from, come to Cherokee. This is the 3rd monster I've caught here.
All right, so we found a brook trout. We've been putting the underwater camera, a GoPro, underwater and looking in every hole to try to find a brook trout right here in Indian Creek. Fluff found one. He's got his fire bait, and we're gonna see if we can get him. Get him, Fluff. The brookies are right in this hole down here. Right in front of that rock right there. There's a little pocket. We're gonna see if we can get one to come out and eat it. Oh, did you get him?
Got him.
Got him. That's a rainbow.
No,
Dude, that's a, you know,
that's a big brook.
that's a brook?
Monster.
Oh my God, it's a monster brook. It looks like a rainbow. Dude,
You'll listen to me next time, won't you? You'll listen to me next time.
wait, can you land it?
Yes, I got him right there. Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh, he's going back down. Did you see that?
Here, give us a net. Hey, we got a net. Oh my gosh. What the? Fluff, you're the man.
Yes, I am. You know, they say that brook trout will only hit live bait. Well, I've just made those people a liar. I just molded some fire bait right onto a minnow pattern, grabbed it first cast.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to us from a familiar place. We're in Indian Creek Campground here in Cherokee, North Carolina. We're on one of the smaller remote sections of stream that there is. To be honest, we did not plan on being on Bunches Creek this entire trip. However, the first 2 days that we were here, they got a ton of rain in Cherokee, and we said the only way we're going to be able to catch fish, the rivers are really high, was for us to go way up to the top. Now, what we mean by up to the top is head up to Bunches Creek because it's a smaller system. It's not as big as the Raven Fork. It's not as big as some of the lower end systems in here that have so many tributaries. So we headed right up there to Indian Creek Campground, and as soon as we got there, we parked, and the manager of Indian Creek Campground came over to us, and he's like, "You guys going fishing?" We're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Wait a minute, you're the Pautzke guys. I've seen your videos before. If I were you, I'd go right over there. I saw them put in some tanks recently. They've been stocking for weeks. There's been nobody up here." This video was filmed in early March, right before they closed it. We figured it was the best time for us to come up here when there would be no crowds. He said, "They've been stocking so many fish because they had them held over during the pandemic that you guys are going to just hammer them." Sure enough, we did hammer them. We caught fish anywhere from 3/4 of a pound all the way up to what we believe to be about 9 pounds. We didn't weigh the fish, but you can see Uncle Pat holding that here. Monster fish. What was interesting, you can see in the videos, there were anglers above and below us. Right at the bottom end where Indian Creek comes in, there were 2 or 3 anglers that sat there for an hour, and they never bothered to come up in the area we were in. You know, we did see them catch a couple of fish, but they didn't make it any closer. We stayed right in the campground simply because we know that the Cherokee Reservation stocks in very accessible areas, which is what a campground is. Now, there's a lot of fast pocket water here. This isn't the slow, big hole that you would expect in many of the other places. However, Uncle Pat made a living catching trout on premium Pautzke salmon eggs. Remember, this is a catch and keep area, and he took this monster that he caught, and I believe it's probably up on his wall by now. Now, this campground is stocked weekly. Every week of the year it gets hammered. You come here a month or two later, there isn't an open campsite, there isn't a parking spot on the side of the road, it's packed. We did something pretty interesting on this trip. We also grabbed our underwater GoPros, and we went in areas that were kind of frothy water that we couldn't see through, and we just put it in there, filmed for 20 seconds, and looked at the video. We ended up finding some really nice brook trout that way. The owner had told us they stocked brookies, but he said they only put 3 or 4 brookies in here, not a bunch. Sure enough, I think we caught 2 of those during this trip. One of them was a pretty dramatic catch by Fluff, which is kind of normal with him. Now, this area, it took us about 6 hours to film this video, so it may look like we caught one fish after another. We had to work our tails off to come through here and get these fish. Now, Fluff used his favorite new technique. You guys have seen it before. They call the Appalachian Sunset. That's when he puts a orange deluxe and a yellow jacket on a hook together. He also did his other favorite thing where he mixed peach garlic and garlic salmon egg. You saw that on the video. And you know what? Between those and Pat's premium eggs, we had a great time catching a ton of fish here in beautiful Cherokee, North Carolina, right on the edge of Smoky Mountain National Park. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order. Remember, rod tip up. There you go. Now don't reel anymore, just lift your line right into the... Oh my God. We're banging the bows, yeah!